So can you explain, like, let's go through the ladder in terms of the car. So you start off, what is the first car? How much does it cost? What's the process? Academy year one.
So the Academy package, when you buy the Academy is a package rather than just a car.
Yep.
The car itself is essentially a 7270 stripped out. Yeah. The engine is slightly detuned, 125 horsepower, 5-speed gearbox, open differential. All the componentry on it is effectively road-based. It's very, very simple and low cost. It's to keep the cost of the car down.
Yeah.
There's no carbon fibre on there. If you break that, that's just expensive. You don't need to do that. So we don't do that sort of thing. The tyres are a very big part of Academy. They're terrible. They're really awful. But they and they even say Academy around the outside of it as well. We're so proud of them. But they teach people car control at a much lower speed.
Okay.
And competitors have tried to do the same. And around the world, actually, we've had the sort of feedback from people who have done those series who say to us, now we understand why you use those tyres. It'd be much easier to sell if you had nice, grippy, sexy tyres.
Yeah.
That just means that you're more likely to have an accident and at a higher speed. So we want to hang on to our customers, so we sort of can teach them car control through the Academy. The car is one part. The package of racing is the other part. And I would say included in that package is the 55 other drivers to take part in it. You're going to do a sprint and 6 races. In fact, it's going to be 7 races next year, actually. So that has changed quite a lot. But one of the first things we do is we sit everyone down in a room in December and tell them what's going to happen in the year, to prepare them for the year, basically. It's what previous Academy drivers said we should have done. So we've been doing it for 15 years now. And you've got 56 strangers in the room. No one knows each other. I stand in front of them and tell them, you're going to make some great friends every year. And the look on their faces every year without fail is, yeah, whatever. I'm here to live out my racing dream. I'm not going to make, I've got enough friends, fine, yeah. And every year we have drivers that come back from the previous year to help out. They do. We have to turn them away, actually. We can only have so many we can fit on the sofas. Who will say, he's not lying. I've just been to his wedding. I'm going skiing with him. That's cool. You've got 56 very like-minded people. Yeah. And they're all achieving a sort of a common goal or a common dream. And they can't help but find friends amongst that, which is fantastic. And selfishly, it's great for Caterham because you want to carry on racing with your mates.
Yeah.
So that's Academy. In a very, very brief nutshell. I could talk about that all day.
And how much is the Academy package?
I would love to tell you, but I can't remember. It gets passed to me. It's about, I think it is $29,995, something like that. It gets passed over to me after the salesmen have done their bit, if you like. Yeah. So from Academy, you move into Road Sport. We can't think of a better name at the moment. That's the problem there. It's the Academy car on those tyres that you wanted, and with a rear anti-roll bar. So a subtle change to the suspension just to add a little level more control. And then you enter a full, proper race season, 7 weekends, 2 races every weekend. Yeah, so it's 14 rounds. Moving on from there to 7270. So that's very much, in fact, like what suited similar to the road car behind me, with a cage on, etc. You've taken the Academy car and we've changed the suspension now to stiffer track-orientated suspension. And the rev limit goes up because without the windscreen on, you can go a bit faster. But essentially, mechanically, the car is the same. There's no point in giving it a whole load more power and doing other things to the car because your experience won't grow necessarily. So these guys are into their 3rd year. They've now got a car that feels like a racing car. It looks like it too. The race formats are the same. 7 weekends, 2 races each weekend. The races grow to 30 minutes in length, which is actually a very long time in a racing car. A very long time.
So the first one's a 20.
The first one's a 20, and then we move to a 30-minute race.
And do you do it over a Saturday, Sunday, or just a Saturday?
Normally Saturday, Sunday. We have qualifying Saturday morning, race Saturday afternoon, and then a second race on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Some circuits are one day, very few. Most people like to spread the weekend out, and they enjoy testing on the Friday and sometimes on the Thursday as well. Yeah. A track day with no rules is what's often called, which the track operators won't thank us for.
It's pretty close to that.
Yeah, it is. I've often referred to it as race 1.
Yeah.
Or
race lost for a lot of people.
Race lost, yes. It is when all the drama happens. Yeah. So we'll tell you about our support team, in fact, in a second. Yeah. So that's 7270, and then the fourth and final year with that car is 7310. So that's reflecting the road range then, 270 and 310. And it's only at that point, that fourth year, where we give them more power. So you've got a power increase to 152 horsepower and a limited slip diff. So you can power slide out of corners and look like a hero, even though you're going slower. And that is probably the best car we make. It came about by accident, as a road car, I should say. It was a replacement for an outgoing series with the Ford Sigma engine that we use had a subtle change from fixed cam to variable valve time. And we did a conversion to the car for the race series.
Yeah.
And one of the engineers came into my office and he just said, have you driven the car? No, I haven't yet. And someone else came in, have you driven the car? No, either there's something badly wrong with it. So I took it out for a drive and I phoned up one of my colleagues at the commercial director. Here he is. This is him here, and this is photographic evidence of him actually hitting an apex. Which is, who knew? I said, you need to come up here and drive this car. So he drove it as well, and it's just the perfect 7. 152 horsepower. It's just exactly right for the car. Yeah, it's enough power to feel fast and remain utterly controllable. When you get into the faster, the bigger engine cars, the car starts calling the shots.
Yeah. And
whilst a lot of experienced drivers will really enjoy it, and that's the right car for them, for most people getting into a Caterham, that level is all you'll ever need.